Hello students, today we are going to discuss the practical number 5 for the class 11 computer science subject. We have already discussed the 4 practicals in this series. If you didn't watch, I will recommend please go and watch those videos. For your convenience, I have created the playlist called 11 computer science practicals on my channel. Okay. So today we are going to discuss a very simple problem. It looks very tough, but it is very simple if you know the concepts. So you will be given the value of the x and you are supposed to calculate the value of this particular series. Okay. So I will give you, in last time, in last class I have already explained how to calculate the value of the x raised to power n. If you didn't watch this practical, please go and watch this practical because this is very important to understand this practical. Okay. So what we will flow of our discussion, I will discuss the problem first and then I am going to discuss the steps to solve this problem. In detail. Then I am going to discuss the Python code. And then I am going to run code in Spider Editor. I am using the Python Spider Editor. If you are using the any other editor like Sublime, Jupyter or anything, feel free, it will work in that editor also and demonstrate. Okay, so without wasting time, let me go and discuss the problem statement in detail. Okay. What is the problem statement? Given the value of x and n, you are supposed to calculate the sum of below series. What is the sum? 1 plus x raised to power 3 plus x raised to power 3 plus x raised to power 4 plus x raised to power 5 and so on up to x raised to power n what you have entered. Okay. So first of all, I will, to understand this problem, you need to understand this series actually. What is this series? So first, if you don't know how to calculate the x raised to power n, then for those students who didn't watch this last practical, I am just telling that x raised to power n can be calculated by applying this double star or using the power function of the Python. You can use any of the methods to solve the x raised to power n. Okay. Now what you need to do, actually, what is the given? X is given and n is given. Let's suppose x is given 1 and n is given, let's suppose 5. Then what will be the series actually? So series will be what? 1 plus, what is the value of 1? X, that is 1, plus what is the value of, for this term? 1 square. Mathematics students, it would be easy to understand, but if you are not a mathematics student, then it would be little bit difficult. Keep the concentration on board. 1 raised to power 3, because up to n equals to 5 we need to calculate this. Okay, then 1, then 4, then 1, then 5. On 5 you need to stop. N value is stating what? Up to 5th term you want to calculate this sum. Okay, so what is the sum here? 1 plus 1 plus 1 square 1, 1 cube is also 1, 1 4 is also 1, 1 5 is also 1. So what will be the output? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 will be the output. Let's suppose x value is given 2 and n value is given 3, then what will be the output? First 3 terms will be calculated. So actually 1 can also be seen as what? 1 raised to power 0. Any raised to power x raised to power 0 will be what? Always 1. X raised to power 1 will be always what? 1. That's why this series can be seen. This series can be seen like this also. If you are writing this like this, x0 plus x1 plus x2 plus x3 and so on plus xn, it is equivalent to this series only. Why? Because value of x0 is 1, value of x1 is what? X. That's why this is written like this in problem, but actually this is looks like this. Actually 1 can be written like x0. If you are trying to write the program, then it will be very easy to see this series like this: x0 plus x1 plus x2 plus so on plus xn, like this. If you see this, then it will be very easy for you to apply the for loop. Otherwise you will be taking this term as constant. Okay, so it will be easy if you see this series like this, because it is very similar to this series only, because x0 value will be the 1 and x raised to power 1 will be x, and remaining series will be like only. Okay, so these two series are similar. If you are from mathematics background, it would be very easy for you to understand this. If you are non-mathematics background, then remember this thing: any number's power 0 is always 1, and any number's power 1 will always be that number only. Okay, so keep these do two things in mind, then you will be able to understand that how these two series are equal. Okay, now let's suppose x value is 2 and value is 3, then what will be the what you need to do? You need to calculate x raised to power 0, x raised to power 1 plus x raised to power 2 plus x raised to power 3, because n equals to 3 is passed. So you need to apply the sum of the values x0 plus x1 plus x2 plus x3, and x value is what? 2. So 2 to power 2 raised to power 0, 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2 plus 2 raised to power 3, and you add this. 2 raised to power 0 will be what? Always 1. I have already shown any number's power 0 is always 1, and any number's power 1 will always be this number: 2 plus 4 plus 8. That will be 3 plus 4 7 and 8 15, like this. Okay, now let me give some other input. I am talking this. Okay, let me give x raised to power 5 and n equals to, let's suppose, 7. Then what will be the series? Up to 7 term the series will come. So series will come like this: x0 plus x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus x6 plus x7, like this. So you understand the concept. Whatever the value you are putting in n, the series will go up to that number, x raised to power that number, and x value will be given by the user. Then the series will become 20 plus 2 raised to power 1 plus 2 raised to power 2 plus 2 raised to power 3. Oh sorry, 5 is given, so 5 is given. Actually I have taken 2. 5 raised to power 0 plus 5 raised to power 1 plus 5 raised to power 3, 5 raised to power 4, 5 raised to power 5, 5 raised to power 6, 5 raised to power 7. Add those numbers. 5 raised to power 0 will be 1, 5 raised to power 5 will be 1, 5 raised to power 2 will be 25, 5 raised to power 3 will be 125, 5 raised to power will be, I think, 625, and so on. You keep on adding up to 5 raised to power 7. That will be your answer. Okay, so this is how you calculate this series. Actually, if you understand this logic, then only you will be able to understand what I am going to tell now. Okay, so let me rough the things and tell the concept how you will solve this problem actually using Python program. So to solve this problem, I have already told you that you should know the concept of how to calculate the power. First thing, if you don't know, then you will not be able to solve this problem, because knowing this thing, that how to calculate the power, then only you will be able to write the logic how to calculate the power. Okay, I am roughing all those steps for your convenience. Right now I will write something else here. If you understand the things so far, then I hope you will understand the things now also. If you have doubt, please pause and go back and watch again what I have told. So let me how to calculate this particular power thing. Power thing can be calculated in Python using double star operator. If you write x star star 0, then it will be equivalent to x raised to power 0. If you write x star star 1, then it will be equivalent to x raised to power 1. If you like x star star 2, then it will be equivalent to writing x square, and so on up to x double star n you will write, then it will be equivalent to x raised to power n, like this. Okay, you may use this another thing also. If you use the power function x comma 0, also you can write power function x comma 1, you can also write to calculate the same thing. These are the methods. If you don't know these methods, please go and watch my previous video. In this video I have already explained the 3 ways to calculate the power like this. So these are the 3 ways in which you can calculate this power. Now the thing what you need to do, you need to put this into the loop. You need to put this into the loop and keep on adding. Like how you add the, let's suppose, how to add the natural numbers up to n. How to add, let's suppose you want to you will be taken the n equals to 5 and you want to add the number 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. How to write this loop? You add this using through loop only na. So what you do, you create some variable equals to 0, then you write for I in range, and then you pass this n plus 1, and then you keep on doing this sum plus equals to I, and at outside the loop you print this sum. So this is how you write the code to add the n natural numbers. Okay, so if you don't know how to add, let's suppose you want to add the, if you take the n equals to 5 from the user and you want to add numbers up to 5 starting from 1, then how the logic is written? Sum is 0, range function, you know what is the range function is do? Range function passing n plus 1, then what it will generate? It will generate the number starting from 0 to n. Okay, if you pass the range function some n number, then it will generate the numbers, it will iterate the numbers up to n minus 1. That's why let's suppose you want to execute the loop for let's suppose up to n value, then you need to pass the n plus 1, otherwise it will stop at the n minus 1th value actually. Okay, so you should know how the range function work actually. So this range function will, let's suppose n value is 5, so this range function will become like what? Range 5 plus 1. The range 5 plus 1 will return 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 plus 1 is equals to 6. So always remember the range function will return the number up to n minus 1. So if you are passing the 6, then it will return the number up to 6 minus 1, that is 5 minus 6 minus 1, that is 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you want to add all those numbers, these numbers will come one by one into this variable I. First time 0 will come, we are adding some variable plus equals to 0, so it will become 0. Okay, and then second time 1 will come, then 0 plus 1 sum will become 1. Then next time 2 will come, so sum will have already value 1 and this 2 will be added, so 1 plus 2 will become 3. Then next time 3 will come and 3 is already there in the sum, 3 plus 3 will become 6. Next time 4 will come, 4 is already there in 6 is already there in the sum variable, 6 plus 4 will become 10, and so on. Let's suppose and 5 will come, and 5 plus 10 will become the 15. So if you passing the n equals to 5, then up to 5 number the sum will be 15. This is how this actually to add the 5 numbers logic works. Now the same logic will be applied to calculate x raised to power 0, x raised to power 1, x raised to power 2, x raised to power n. In this logic what we are doing, we need same thing, but we need in power. That's why we will change this line only. Okay, so if you understand this logic, then it will be easy for you to understand this logic also. Okay, so I am roughing this portion and write this code. again for the our requirement. I have explained this for your easiness. Now let me write some for loop here and see you. So what we need, this thing we need to do in for loop, 0 1 2 and n up to n, and other things will remain, x will remain as it is. So what we will do, I will take, let's suppose x value I will take from the user, n value I will take from the user. I will write the for loop. Some variable I need to hold this sum. Actually we want to calculate the sum of the series. Okay, that's why sum 0, initially 0 we have. Now we will apply the for loop I in range, I am passing up to n plus 1, because if you are passing n equals to 5, then if you not pass n plus 1, then it will add up to n minus 1 only. That's why I am already always passing n plus 1 here. Whatever value is entered in n, don't confuse, because it executes, it returns the list of values up to n minus 1. That's why I have added 1 here. Okay, now I will add sum equals to sum plus what I will do, I need the x raised to power I. So to calculate the x raised to power I have already explained how to calculate it using this line. Okay, or you may write like this also, or sum equals to sum plus power x comma I. This will also work. Okay, you can write any line and at the last print this sum. So this is how this loop will work. Okay, now let me give some input and see the how it works. Let me give here 2 and here let's suppose I am giving 4. Okay, so ideally what I want to calculate, I want to calculate the value of x0 plus x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4. And what is the value of x? Ideally I want to calculate 2 raised to power 0, 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 4. And what is the value of 2 raised to power 0? It is 1. 2 raised to power is value at what? 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16, add those values, 3 7 15 31. 31 should be in output. Now let me run this program. I am roughing this thing so that we have some space. I already explained what I want to calculate. Now we are using this program, how it will work and calculate the thing what we want. Now let x is equal to 2, n equals to 4. Then sum is initially, let's suppose some variable is having value 0. Now this range function, what this range function will return, range function n plus 1, n is value 4, 4 plus 1 is equals to 5. So it will become range 5. So range is the Python function that will return the value up to n minus 1, 5 minus 1. So it will return 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It will return up to 4. That's why I have passed n plus 1. If I would have passed n only, then it would have written up to 3 only and our output will be wrong. Actually that's why I already passed incremented value plus 1 here. Okay, now this will return 0 1 2 3 4 list, it will return, and this I value each time, this loop will execute 5 times and I value will come here one by one. First time I value come 0, first time I value will come 0, and here let's suppose I am using this line only because these two lines are same. I am writing sum equals to sum plus x. X is what? 2 double star 0. So what it will become? Sum value is what? 0. So 0 plus 2 raised to power 0, that will become 1. 2 raised to power 0 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1. So now this sum value will become 1. Okay, now some value will become 1 from 0. Okay, now this loop doesn't have any other statement. It will go here. Next time, because it will execute 5 times, next time 1 will come. First time 0 came, next time I value become 1. Next time what will happen, I value will become 1. Same line will be executed again. Sum equals to sum plus 2 star star 1, and this time sum already have the 1 plus 2 raised to power 1 is 2, so it will become 3. Now some value will update with 3, this will become 3. Now this loop doesn't have anything, it will go and fetch the third value from this loop. Now this time I will become 2, so I is becoming 2, and this line will again executed. Sum equals to sum plus 2 star star 2. Now this sum variable already have 3. 3 plus 2 raised to power 2, that is 4 plus 3, that is 7. So it will become 7. This loop doesn't have anything, return. Next time I will become 3, so this time I will become the value, I have the 3. Same line will be executed again. Let me write it somewhere. I don't have space. Let me rough this line. Because I hope you understood these two lines are same, so that we can have some space. Now this line will, this is the first line, this is the second line, this is the third line, this is the fourth line, so that you don't confuse. Sum is equals to sum plus 2 star star 3. This time I is 3. So sum is already having the 7. Okay, 7 plus 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3 is what? 8. 7 or 8? 15. So sum will become 15 now. Now again this I will loop will continue, and I value will become 4. Now the I value will become 4. Now again compute this line. Sum equals to, I am writing this here, fifth line. Sum equals to sum plus x. X is what? 2. 2 star star 4. Now sum is already have 15. 15 plus 2 raised to power 4, that is 15 plus 16, that is 31. And this will become 31. Now range functions output 4, list doesn't have anything, loop will terminate, print the sum will print at 31. This is how this program will give the output of this particular series. Okay, now you will understand that why I have written this as x raised to power 0 and why I have written this as x raised to power 1, because it will be easy for me to write in loop, because x raised to power 0, x raised to power 1 is same to these two terms. Okay, that's why it is easy for you. Otherwise what you need to do, you need to add this number 1, some value will be initialized with 1, and you need to start this loop from 1 only. Okay, that's why I have explained it in a simple way. Okay, you may write other logic also, it would be also fine. If you could write the logic, it would be better. If you have write another logic, please send me, I will review and suggest if any problem will be there. Okay, that's all in this uh, detailed discussion. Now I will write the Python code. Okay, so I am roughing these things. I think I no need to write these steps now. For your convenience, let me write these steps. First we need to do, take the value of x and n in input from user. Second thing, apply the loop to calculate the sum of series. What loop we have written? For I in range n plus 1, then what do you need to do? Sum plus equals to x double star I. Okay, this is equivalent to sum equals to sum plus x star I. because you should know the concept of the Python. This is freehand operator, and this is the full syntax. Okay, so this is equivalent to this, that's why I have written this is a sort. And third value, print the sum. You will initialize sum with 0, so that print the value of sum. So this is how this steps will work. Now we will go and write the program. Okay, so first thing what we need to do, we need to take the input x equals to integer input, enter the value of x. Now what we will do, integer input, enter the value of n. Now what we will do, create some variables, sum equals to 0, apply the for loop. You may do it using while loop also. I in range n plus 1, and then sum plus equals to x double star I, and then print the sum. You may do it through while loop also. I am just writing here the while loop also. Sum equals to 0. Let me write the while loop. While, for that purpose I need to take some variable I equals to 0, and I will apply I is less than or equals to n. Some students are comfortable with while loops, so I am writing this x double star I, and then at the end of the line I need to increment this by applying I plus plus, or you may write I equals to I plus 1. Otherwise this loop will be infinite. Print the sum. So the same loop is working of the loop will be same. If you want to use the while loop, write this line of code. If you want to use the for loop, write this line of code. Both will work. Okay, so both will work, both working will be same. Here I is equals to 0, we are initializing and applying the condition manually. Here the range function will return up to 0 to n minus 1. Okay, so this is how it returns up to n minus 1. That's why I already added the n plus 1 here, so that you don't lose the value by 1. Okay, that's why. So now let me run it into the editor, type into the editor and run it. So I am going in the editor. We will take the input. So let me take input x, integer input, enter the value of x, n equals to integer input, enter the value of n. Now we will create sum equals to 0, and I am creating it using for loop. I will do it into both loops. For I in range and n plus 1, you will pass print sum equals to sum plus, you either write sum plus equals to x double star I. Okay, or you may use this syntax also. I am just giving in comment, sum plus equals to power function you use x comma I. Both function will work, you may use anything as per your convenient. Then we will print sum is, you will print this sum variable. Okay, now I will run and see the different outputs. Okay, So I am just clicking on this run button. Now let me give some input here. Let me give the 5 and then up to third term I want to calculate. That means what actually I want to calculate, if you can guess. X value is 5, n value is 3, then how much term we want to calculate? X0 plus x1 plus x2 plus x3 we want, and where is the value of the x is 5. So 5 raised to power 0 plus 5 raised to power 1 plus 5 raised to power 2 plus 5 raised to power 3, and you will add 5 raised to power 0 is what? 1. 5 raised to power 1 is what? 5. 5 raised to power 2 is what? 25. 5 raised to power 3 is what? 125. Add those number. 31 plus 125, it will be 6 5 1. 156 should be output. Let me see what is output here. Here it is, 156 is the output. Let me try with some different input. Okay, I am giving the value as 2 and up to 5th term I want to calculate. So what should be the output? You may guess. So x value I am giving 2 and n value I am giving 5. So up to what value want? X0 plus x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x4. This is actually we want. X value is 2. So we want 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3 plus 2 raised to power 4 plus 2 raised to power 5. So 2 raised to power 0 is 1, 2 raised to power 1 is 2, 4, 8, 16 plus 32. Add those number. 32 plus 16, 48, 48, 56, 60, 63 should be the output. Okay, so let me see what happens. Here it is, 63, you can see. Okay, now we will do it through the while loop also. I am writing the while loop for your convenience. So for using the while loop, I am just commenting this code and write the while loop. So while loop, I need to calculate the variable I manually. While I is less than equals to n, then I will do sum plus equals to x double star I, or might we, let me do it here, power I, so that both the functions power xi, and then you need to increment the value of I, otherwise it will be an infinite loop and we will not be able to get the output. Okay, I equals to I plus 1, or I plus plus you may write. Print sum is sum. The same output should we get, that what we have done for the others. So let me give the 2 comma 5 and it should return the 63 only. 2 5 and it is returning 63. Let me give 5 5 and 5 and 3 and it should return 156, as we have already seen. So this is how you can use both the things to do the same program using for loop and using while loop. Okay, and you just go and try in your editor. If it works, that's good. If you find any problem, just comment below on the video. I will get back to you. And that's all in this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next class.